Hey guys, I am Skyler.
And I'm Amber from Kitchen Cosplay, and tonight we are watching the finale of Breaking Bad Season 2, guys.
This episode is called ABQ. ABQ. Do you know what that means?
No.
Anyway, last episode.
Damn. What have you done, Walt? What have you done?
It looks like he had a sudden illumination that he cared about Jesse's well-being, kinda. And so he went, he refused to give him his money for a little while because he knew that if he gave him, there was a chance he was going to overdose on it since he started doing heroin and stuff with his girlfriend who fell right in the pit with him. But still. So he didn't give him the money, but then his girlfriend found out that he was expecting a lot of cash. So she blackmailed Walter in order for Jesse to get his money. And she looked excited, like she was talking about moving away, starting again. But the addiction was so strong and the appeal was there, so they ended up shooting up a little bit before bed. And when Walter went back to the house to maybe, give him a pep talk, try to turn him around and stuff, he pushed her and she ended up on her back and she choked to death because he didn't try to help her. Now, Jesse doesn't know that. Her dad
Pretty sure that Walt won't be there when Jesse's gonna wake up.
So he's gonna pin that on himself. You've got the dad who's, like you said last episode, he's supposed to send her to rehab today. And rehab or not, once Jesse wakes up and sees her dead, he's going to call someone. He's going to call an ambulance or he's going to have to do something. And once the dad finds out, pretty sure he's going to do something about Jesse. And I am really, really, really scared of what's going to happen because he's
might want to try to kill him or something.
Oh, I'm scared about what Jesse's going to do to himself. He is already so lost, and that girl was, yes, Walter is there, and we saw that when he tried to tell him, think about what you're doing. He listened, like he raised his head and stuff, like he still listens to Walter. But the girlfriend, he cares about her a lot more, and she gives a shit. Whereas, yes, Walter gives a shit, but he doesn't show it enough, so I'm scared it might be too late. And her being dead...
Oh,
his friend is already dead too. Like he's gonna be a mess this episode. So be prepared for the tears, and let's see our favorite character destroy himself.
Damn, it's only season 2, guys. Come on, give us a break.
Yeah, no, they don't. They won't.
Oh,
no.
All right.
Let's watch the finale. A barbecue.
Do you think we're gonna... Oh,
it's true! Are we gonna finally see what happens?
Yeah.
New clues.
Please, give a sensor.
That we remember. Are they gonna show us everything that we've seen from episode 1? Back to back? Present
what
time.
Happened?
Present
See
time.
The fire back there.
Oh, we're gonna find out this episode.
Oh, we're going back with JC.
The color's shifting. This is no longer a thing of the future. This is present. Freaking out. I hate that he just left him there.
Slow down. Slow down. And just take a deep breath. Everything is gonna be okay, I promise. No, listen, calm down. Just Sit tight. I know who to call.
I'm gonna take a moment to notice that Seoul has people on call to deal with dead bodies.
You got contacts?
Any other drugs in the house? Think hard. Your freedom depends on it. Here's your story. You woke up, you found her, that's all you know. Say it. Say it. I woke up, I found her, that's all I know.
I woke up, I found her, that's all I know.
Again.
I woke up, I found her, that's all I know.
Again. Again.
I woke up, I found her, that's all I know. I woke up, I found her, that's all I know.
I was not here.
No one ever pays attention to what he's feeling.
He's not there for that.
I know, but still.
Long sleeve shirt and cover those track marks on your arm. Oh my God, Mom, Dad, come here, you gotta see this. Seriously.
It works.
What? Look right there. Look at that.
Starting slowly.
Yes. Isn't this awesome?
Imagine if those are real people. Could be.
That is something.
He feels so proud of himself.
He does.
A little thank you is in order.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, son. Thank you. This is a big help.
$510.
He's really, really proud of himself. It's so sad that Walter doesn't feel that pride for his son.
Sir, you may not want to be here for this.
This is a little girl.
I woke up and I found her. That's all I know.
What's her date of birth?
April 4th, 1982.
Okay. And place of birth?
Phoenix.
Phoenix, Arizona. I don't believe it. Wally, you have to see this.
40 from James Edward Kilkelly. Yeah, APD.
The hunch.
Thinks this is our mastermind. You believe that? I got a bridge to sell.
APD, ABQ, that's a thing for that.
Pudding cup every night in Los Lobos. Top shelf product like this, it just doesn't fall off the face of the earth, okay? The way I see it, raw talent's bound to pop up somewhere.
We saw Walter's
Walt
face.
just smiling at him.
Local police departments, small town sheriffs. $40, 28.10, yes!
Oh my god.
He doesn't like it.
No, because he's the one sending the money and he gets none of the... I mean, he's got other things to think about.
All right, listen. Yo.
That's the place. Oh, damn. It's the place where drug addicts go.
Oh, is he looking for Jesse?
Oh my god, I hope not.
Jesse. Jesse, look at me, son. Wake up. Wake up. Come on, let's get out of here.
No. I'm good.
Help me out now.
I'm good.
You are not good at all. You hear? Now just put your arms around me. Come on. We're gonna take you someplace nice and safe. That's it. That's it. Now let's go. Come on. Here we go. I killed her. It was me. I got her back up. Jesse, look at me. Look at me. You didn't kill anybody.
Sorry. He did that. I mean, fucking deal with it. Is that a rehab center? It is.
Look, Jesse, lingering on things doesn't help. Believe me, just try and focus on getting better, okay? I deserve this. I deserve whatever happens.
See what you did there, Walt?
Can't you at least try to tell him it's not his fault?
You told him.
He sees this as an opportunity to make him better, to make him, you know, take care of himself, but it's destroying him.
Relax, Jet.
As a matter of fact. Wow. I don't know what this stuff is, but it's pretty great.
I understand now the appeal.
I hope he doesn't say anything.
I hope not.
Where's your phone? Your cell phone, did you bring it?
Which one?
Oh, fudge. Oh, fudge. Oh, fudge, Walt. What have you done?
And oh my god,
my
it's bringing
God.
back problems.
You covered me got another cell phone. Fudge. Fudge.
Well, I mean, it's been a while since we've seen problems between Sky and Walt Gurley. There you go.
Can he go back to work, or?
I'd give it a few more weeks.
But he can be on his own. I mean, just more, you know, independent.
Yes.
She wants to get the hell out of the house.
I'm going to Hank and Marie's for the weekend.
Since when?
I'm taking the baby with me. Marie will pick up Walter Jr. from school. You'll have the house to yourself for 2 days. I want you to pack your things and leave.
Why would I do that?
Right before your surgery, I asked if you had packed your cell phone, and you said, which one? Then it got me thinking again about all the strange behavior, not the least of which was the disappearance. Out of my mind with worry, calling hospitals, checking the morgue. Your fugue state?
An affair? I'm having an affair. Is that what you think?
That's what I was thinking, yeah, for the last few weeks.
With whom? Who am I having an affair with?
Well, my guess was Gretchen Schwartz. Something was going on between you. I just knew. Because I asked her,
She said the truth?
and she finally told me.
They never
The
paid
money?
for anything.
For your treatment, Gretchen and Elliot didn't give you a dime. For nothing.
Fudge. 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 Fudge.
You
Fudge.
refused every offer they made you. But that didn't make sense because I checked with Del Cavoli in the hospital and not including your surgery, we're nearly paid up. Over $100,000.
Fudge.
She,
Fudge. Fudge.
it was gonna happen at one point.
I called your mother.
He never went. I knew she was gonna call!
Thanks for that, too. It turns out that not only is the money not from your mother, she didn't even know that you have cancer.
He never told his mom about his
Well,
cancer.
we already knew that.
You never went to see her.
Yep.
What are you gonna do now, Walt? She knows the truth, but, well, half of it.
Please.
If I tell you the truth, will you stay?
Yeah, sure.
Stay, and I will tell you everything.
Whatever it is, I'm afraid to know.
You're right.
But
We knew this was coming. I was expecting it to come maybe later, but I mean, damn. She's not dumb. She noticed. And at one point, all the lies, they were gonna come to an end. He was leaving too much behind. Like, one call to his mom and she would have known.
Wayfarer 515, radio check. Jane, Mike 21, turn heading. Disregard. Aircraft calling, say again.
Is he gonna make a mistake?
Lifeguard 46, 4.6. Contact Albuquerque Center 134.6.
Wayfarer 515, descend.
oh.
That's what's gonna happen. That's the smoke and stuff.
Wayfarer 515, do you have that traffic? Wayfarer 515.
Holy shit. They're gonna collide and everything's gonna fall around.
Oh, fuck.
That's what they were, two pillars of smoke. And he's directly responsible. Kinda. Holy shit.
Oh, fudge. Oh, my gosh.
That's the teddy bear, I think. Oh my god. Oh, this is brilliant.
But
This is all because he let her die.
What about the bodies of...
Casualties from the crash. It ends like this too. Holy shit.
Oh,
Oh my god. Oh my god. And it's all because of him. He did this. Talk about being responsible for a tragedy.
Talk about the butterfly effect.
Every single of his decisions led to something. Jesse going downhill and destroying himself, believing that he's responsible. The dad just not being able to focus and his life is over because the only person I think he cares about is gone. Her life is over, and after a while, all the damn lies came to an end. And now, I mean, he's lost Skyler. We knew this was coming. Like, he was gonna lose her one way or another. I just didn't know if it's gonna happen, like, this season, but,
Man.
And he caused this crash, like, not directly, but if he was called Jesse, he would, automatically think it's my fault, and he would kind of be right. Because he let that girl die. He, created that grief inside the dad, and he kind of sent him down that path, which created the crash.
Walter is...
He's
directly responsible.
He's
for
in deep.
many innocent deaths.
This is freaking great. And the way they led us on with that scene, we thought for sure, we were like, this is two bodies. Like, it could be so many people. It could be Jesse and Walter. Could be the kid. Could be Walter Jr. and Sky.
Could be Skyler.
Could be Walter and one of his family members. Could have been so much people. And we were like, sure, of course, someone's gonna go after them. We had no idea. It's like we were waiting for something to happen. It's like we were waiting for a tragedy. And
well, it is a tragedy.
It is a tragedy.
It is
yes.
a tragedy.
Alright, we were told there was a secret hidden in the titles of this season.
Secret
so,
message.
wait a sec. Apparently we need to read 1, 4, okay, 10, don't read yet.
I'm not reading yet.
10,
Yeah.
and 13. 737 down over ABQ. Albuquerque.
Oh my god, that's the plane! Oh fudge!
Oh well, so we wondered for like a season about what was gonna go down, what was gonna happen, and they literally told us.
Oh my god.
737 down over Albuquerque.
We're wondering what was the title of ABQ, but Albuquerque.
You thought it was like maybe a code for police signs or DEA and stuff, but Albuquerque. That makes sense. Okay, we had no idea. Like when we when we were told that there was something like hidden in the titles, we were like, oh, maybe we didn't notice the clues, but we talked about it. Maybe we noticed. No. This is great. I love little things like this. I think it was.
You think that maybe in season 1 there was a message code too?
No, I don't think so. People would have told us, but it reminds me a bit of Mr. Robot. You know when they always put little tests and stuff for the fans or the viewers to maybe try and understand what the hell is gonna happen this season. Well, this is stuff like that. It makes me happy.
Oh,
anyway,
that was a nice surprise.
Yeah. Anyway, Jesse made me cry this episode.
He made me cry too.
First of all, round of applause for the amazing acting that Aaron Paul did in this episode. He was genius. He was so good.
Oh, man.
And of course, we knew he was gonna blame himself. 'Cause he did this. Like he's the one who used, and she said to him like before in the same season, she did say, I mean, you know, this is temptation and stuff. I'm clean for 18 months, and she didn't really want to be there.
But even if he didn't propose
yes,
to the
I
drug,
know that.
he was there. So of course you're gonna feel responsible because you were supposed to be taking care of her. She's his girlfriend.
And I mean, it's not technically the fact that he couldn't do anything because he was asleep. It's the fact that the reason why he couldn't do anything was because he was high off his... You know, he was so high he couldn't even wake up or notice that someone was in his house. And I mean, he's been called like a junkie, an addict, and every single, you know, insult you can find by Walter for so long now. I mean, he believes it now. He doesn't. I don't think he thinks he's an addict, but he believes he's a screw up, and he believes that's his fault. Because I mean, he's the one who used in front of her. So he could believe that he's the one who made her do this. I agree. Ultimately, the choice was hers, but she was vulnerable. She was, you know, recovering. And he did say, you can leave. But she cared too much, and she stayed. So, I mean, it all comes back to him. And so I do see why he believes he's the one who did this. And to have Walter, who actually let her die, not say a word. You're not responsible. You didn't do this. I mean, I do see...
Well, he did say it wasn't his fault when he was in the junkie house.
Yeah, would you say to a guy who's crying so freaking much and holding on to the... I mean, he doesn't even know if it's Walter. I'm pretty sure he's too high to notice. He just held on to the only person that was there and, you know, holding him because he needed support. And Walter was there. That, I agree, was great. Like, for Walter to... take care of him in that way because he's the one who caused this. He's the one who made him that in the end. And I mean, I don't think he believed that what Jesse felt for that girl was, you know, true love. I don't even know if it was true love, but he really cared about her. So Walter, I think he thought she was just like a junkie girlfriend that was just hanging out here and there, someone he had sex with, and that's it. But to hear him say, I really loved her, I did this and stuff, it made him realize, like, oh shit, okay, this is bad. But he took him to the rehab center, which is great. Like, I really hope it's gonna help.
I hope it's gonna help too.
But, I mean, he believes it's his fault. Like, that he deserves every single crap thing that happens to him. And it's not right. Walter is never gonna tell him, but if he ever tells him...
Jesse won't forgive him. Jesse won't forgive him.
Oh, he's gonna be pissed off. I don't think he's ever gonna tell him, but I mean, we don't know.
I think that one of the most saddest part of the episode was for the dad who found his daughter.
That almost made me cry too.
No parents should ever find out their kid's dead.
A parent should never have to bury their kid.
Never.
And the complete shock of him just, standing there and seeing her being handled like this and put in a bag. It's his little girl. That almost broke me. Like, this is a human being and she's gone. Like, she's no longer that little girl, but you cannot erase that image from your mind. And he shouldn't have to see her like this ever. Because, I'm pretty sure that for a long time, his vision, his image, his memory of his girl is going to be haunted by that last image he had of her. It's really, really freaking sad. Especially since you know that she was on her way to recovery. Like, she was going to go to rehab that day. There is no freaking way that Jesse can live in that apartment ever again. So I don't know what he's going to do. I really hope he manages to pull through this. As for Walter, everything seemed to be okay. Like, his surgery went well. He was wearing pink, which I don't remember what the color means, but he was, feeling great, and everything seemed right. The baby is okay. His cancer is on the way to recovery, or it's not as important. And then his wife leaves. It was coming. He had it coming. All the freaking lies she noticed, and at some point it was there was too many lies and too many layers to his lies for him not to slip up eventually. And him being drugged at the hospital, and just the cell phone, that's a thing, but then it's just enough for her to look, and he's been taking her for a complete fool this entire time. Like I said in 4 Days Out, one phone call to his mom would have told her exactly. And it's not that hard to follow him if you wonder where he goes. So she would have noticed that he still, hangs out with Jesse if she had followed. Doesn't take much to notice. But I don't know how he thought that she was gonna take the lies and just not, follow through with that. But and Gretchen too, like, little push. And she would have told them. She would have told her she did. Because that's the thing. She didn't want to be a part of that lie.
But she said that Walter didn't tell the truth at all to his wife.
Oh, I don't think that's her problem. But once again, she was being involved. Are you having an affair with my husband? No. What the hell is happening then? Well, I'm going to tell you what's happening. I never gave him any money. So deal with his shit, but don't bring me into that problem. I do understand. Like, she kept it a secret out of respect for Walter, for what he used to be to her. But she did say, I don't want any part in this deal. And she got brought back in. And, she's not cheating with Walter. So that's a no-go. So for Sky to even believe this, I think that was enough for Gretchen to just go and say, you know what, fuck it. Did he say he was having an affair with me? Did he say he was hanging out with me? Fuck it. I'm telling the truth.
Oh,
it's just that now, he had everything, and now he ends up having nothing with a burnt teddy bear in this pool. And I don't think he's ever going to notice that he's the one who made that happen, like, indirectly. But we know. And,
probably people will know that Jane's father will be responsible for the crash because he was the one in charge for giving direction to the paths of those bold planes. Yeah. He's not going to come out. They're gonna know that maybe it was due to his daughter's disease.
He's probably gonna lose his job.
Yeah, but it's gonna come out inside the news,
and Walt will
know that it was. I know that guy. I talked to him inside the bar. Oh gosh, that's Jane's father, because they're gonna know that his daughter is dead, and probably due to grief, he made a mistake at his job.
Yeah, if he doesn't want to feel guilty about this, there's tons of way he could go at it. Like, I didn't push him to go back to work. I didn't cause his daughter to take drugs, or I wasn't in the room when he made that mistake. Like, there are tons of ways he could see this situation and not feel guilty about this. I feel like there is only one thing that happened here that he actually feels guilty about, and it's the way he pushed Jesse to the edge here, because he didn't tell him that he's the one who let her die, and I think he feels it, which is why he's helping out, because he truly cares. And seeing him like this, I mean, he's got a son, so obviously
Calling sons at the house. I know it's a way of speaking,
it's an
but
expression,
it's still nice.
he truly cares. It's just that, like I said last episode, it took him so freaking long to actually show it, and for it not to be a manipulation of some sort, like to actually be genuine. It's too late. But they might still have a thing here, because Jesse still truly believes that Walter is okay. Like, he listens to him and stuff. And now he's in recovery, so he might actually learn a thing or two and be okay for a little while. But this show is still called Breaking Bad. Pretty sure that their pattern is going to keep going. Like, it's going to go... And for now, Jesse is like this. As in, I don't know like if he's okay or not.
We just ended up season 2, and each season is going harder and harder on these characters' emotion, their feeling, and the struggle that they have to pull through is getting harder to combat, to overcome. Sorry. sorry. I'm scared for season 3, 4, and 5. Seriously.
Apparently, we're gonna need like a
bunch of tissue.
We're gonna need to calm down for season 5, like the last one. So if it goes worse and worse and worse, I'm really afraid. But in the thing is with Breaking Bad, usually I would say Breaking Bad is not my type of show. But I've said that about shows I ended up being fan of with time. So
yeah,
nowadays I never say like this is not my type of show before I watch something, because I never know. And the thing with Breaking Bad that I really love compared to other shows that I'm a fan of that don't do this is that they follow through with what's happening. So many freaking shows I know of, they show us something like an accident or someone dying. Next episode, everyone's fine.
Yeah.
This is not good for me.
Yeah, that's the thing that it's...
I mean, there is a way.
It's
not
bad writing.
No, not technically. It's just the way the show is made. They don't want to expand on stuff, but they're gonna jump.
The way that the viewer is gonna see it's like it's just way too fast. It doesn't add up at the end.
No, but there are shows that are made more like they're episodic. Like, you're gonna watch a show and every single week it's gonna be some kind of story with a little follow-up next week. And if you focus too much on a problem, well, that problem becomes the main focus of the season, kinda. But in this show, they do this so well that, I mean, it doesn't become the main focus of the show, like the problems that they go through. It becomes an addition. And I like this, because I love the character development that it brings us. There is character development in a lot of shows, like, and I mean, sometimes it pays off, other times it doesn't, but, so many times you see stuff happening and they treat this as if it was nothing. Like the death of someone. Usually people cannot just brush it off and move on. Like, it's gonna stay with them for a long time. I love that this show does it realistically. Someone needs to kill another guy. You see in movies, American movies and stuff, or even TV shows, they just pull the trigger and they're fine and they move on. They don't do this in this show. They make an actual episode about them overcoming the idea of having to kill someone. And then they make several episodes of that person actually dealing with what they did.
Yeah.
I love this. Because it makes us feel for the character. It makes us love them. And it makes this show so interesting that even if I don't particularly care about the actual subject, which is, making meth and stuff, I care so much about the character, and I think the show is about the characters, not the meth. The meth is just, what brought on these problems, but Breaking Bad is not about the meth. Breaking Bad is about Walter White and Jesse Pinkman. Mostly Walter White, but Jesse is he's there to stay for a while.
It's really It's really nice because Walter White, Jesse Pinkman.
Yeah.
Always color inside name. What white supposed to represent?
Purity.
Inside? Purity. And what's pink supposed to represent?
I don't remember.
Go look it up.
Actually, yeah. Wait.
Both.
Okay. All right. So pink is not in the. It's not in the list.
Well, if we go literally by what the color means, why Walter is supposed to be the purest guy inside the show.
Yeah, white is like life or innocence.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Ironic, technically. Because technically he was at the beginning.
I mean, if you think about the colors, there is one thing I didn't notice that I can talk about is the way Sky was dressed at the end. She was wearing white, which is, you know, innocence, life, stuff.
Yeah.
But at the end, when she was about to walk out and at the reunion, she was wearing a black jacket over her white shirt. Black is death, deception, and power. Power, Eisenberg, his act. But in her case, deception, the death of the marriage, the death of the trust that she had over him. She's covering up her innocence with that deception, with that death.
Oh.
It felt great to know, like, because you guys have been telling us so many times in the comments, the colors are important, but we didn't know, like, we knew the colors were important, but we don't know the significance of the colors. So one of you guys, I cannot pronounce your name, I'm so sorry, but one of you guys did give me like a description of what the colors mean, and it really helped, especially in these last 2 episodes. Like, we've been watching and noticing them more and saying, oh, this is yellow,
Yeah,
man.
by colors too. I'm pretty sure that Gustavo has mole inside the DEA, and like one of Hank's men was wearing a yellow shirt. So I don't know if it was just a trick
His
of the eye.
colleague, the guy he works with,
His colleague. Yes. I don't know if it was a trick of the eye.
he always wears a yellow shirt.
Yeah, but do you think that maybe he might be a mole and working for Gustavo or another drug lord?
Could just mean that he's working with that. I don't know. I don't know.
There's always a meaning to something.
Don't go crazy over the colors just yet, all right?
But
But
I wouldn't surprise if Gustavo as guy inside the DEA.
he's very cautious. I mean, he's literally giving donations to the DEA, so he's keeping close. Like, he wants to see what his enemy are doing.
If seriously I'm right about that,
Now you can analyze.
You pay me a donut.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll find out. Don't tell us. Anyway, so that was season 2 of Breaking Bad. I am enjoying this show so damn much. We're gonna move on. We're not gonna take a break. We're just gonna move on right to season 3 next Tuesday. And yeah. Same day, so Tuesday, Wednesdays, Thursdays. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this with us.
Thank you so much for watching this with us, and see you next week for the next season of Breaking Bad.
Mais non, attends, Amélie.
Ok, on recommence.
Thank you guys so much for watching this show with us. If you want to see the next one right away, it is already up on Patreon, season premiere of season 3.
So click and subscribe. And if you don't, well, you just need to wait for another week for the season 3 of Breaking Bad. Thanks again for watching the season 2 with us, guys, and see you in a week.
Bye.